Welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Riding with Scab. Well, it's about 7:15, 7:30. We're on the way to work. They got my schedule all jacked up. That's okay. It's a job, and I love the job. I really do. I really do. I'm getting more and more used to it. I'm enjoying it. Before we get into all that, 22 veterans a day in this country take their own lives. The number is staggering. It's a number we talk about all the time. We have to, don't we? Because we got to raise awareness. It's the only thing I know to do. We back to blue over here. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. Well, let's do a what's in your pockets this morning for old time's sake. We'll bring it back. Now, a couple things. My guy Mike, he sent me a bunch of pocket knives the other day. And so what I'm carrying today is one of those. It's a Kershaw, but it's an Emerson design. Y'all get a look at that. It's got wave technology. Now, this is a smaller. It's a smaller Kershaw, but for work, for right now, for work, it's perfect. I haven't looked it up. Don't need to. Sometimes I'll do a review on this one down the road. It's probably got a 2.5 inch, 3 inch blade. If y'all can get a better look at it. It's got that, typical Emerson design. Now this one's sharpened up, sharp as shit. I believe it's got T10. It's got wave technology, and it's got a thumb stud that I enjoy that you can pop it right open. Now, you can keep it in the small of your hand. It's very, very, very discreet. And that's what I need at this particular job. I'm also carrying my Espada, which is not discreet at all, but that's another story for another time. So, here's the deal. As we've gone over these past 8.5, 9 months, something like that, and we've seen kind of the difference in the knives we carry from day to day, and I'm going through a transition where I'm carrying a different knife. For a long time I worked outside. Well, for most of my life I worked outside. And so I carried a bigger blade and carried a fixed blade as well. What I want to talk to you about is the right knife for you. How do you determine that? Well, it's pretty simple. Do you like the knife? Does it do what you need it to do? That's the knife for you. Now, I'm all about building community and building up the community and being uplifting and all that. I spend a lot of time on YouTube. Just kind of thing. I don't watch TV, so in my downtime I watch YouTube. I watch all across it, watch a bunch of different channels, just getting different ideas and tricks, or, stealing it, if you will. But I've come across a little trend in the knife community that really it aggravates the shit out of me. So I'm going to share it with you. There's a lot of guys on YouTube, a lot of knife reviewers on YouTube that are excellent knife reviewers. They really are. And you say, Scab, what qualifies or quantifies you to be a knife reviewer? Well, I got a bunch of knives and I want to show them to you. I've used a knife for most of my adult life at work and in different situations. Am I an expert? No, I've told y'all that. We're learning as we go. I'm not big on the campy, bushcrafty stuff. I call it camping, okay? But the thing is this, guys. I also have a fair amount of common sense. And if you've got a fair amount of common sense, you can start your own YouTube channel and review knives. You see, some of these guys want you to believe that the only thing that you need to do is listen to what they tell you, because they know it all. You know, I seen one guy, and again, I'm not gonna call people out, and that ain't what this video's about. But I seen one guy was like, well, of course I know what I'm doing. I've reviewed knives for 6 years. What the hell does that got to do anything? Huh? That makes you an expert? Do you use it at work? Do you use it in your daily life? Maybe he does. It was just that in this particular guy, you can't say, you know, he never responds to anybody. I quit watching. I can't do the me, and I did this and I did that, and oh, look at me, dude. What's wrong in your life, bud? Talk to us, share with us. Where are you feeling wanting? Because that shit right there, I ain't about it. Now, I want you to use the knife you want to use. I don't design knives, I don't make knives, I don't pretend to. I know what knife I like, and I like some knives that other reviewers don't like. I don't want to like every knife another reviewer likes. My hands are different. I'm built different. I'm bigger than most. My needs for a knife are different. Does that mean I don't like a knife? No. I don't want to agree with everybody. Sometimes it's okay to disagree. It's all right. You say, well, Scab, you just said you wasn't watching the guy. It must not. I don't watch the guy because he's an ass. Plain and simple. I mean, I can only hear about yourself so much. You got to watch that crap, man. And I don't care what it is. We're going to veer off here. Y'all knew that. I don't care what it is, what you do, who you know, who you blow. I don't give a shit. If all you got to talk about is you, that ain't saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? Now, there are thousands, and I'm finding this out, thousands probably, well, I don't know shit. There's probably 1,000 knife reviewers. That's a big number. I don't know if there's that many. I don't know how many are. I'm over here making shit up. I don't know. There's a bunch of knife reviewers. Bunch of great ones, man. And we got a bunch of ones, the brothers in the blade, and I ain't going to start trying to name them because, good Lord, that's growing daily. And I want it to grow daily. And I want our community to grow daily. And I want to support our community. And I want to lift up. And again, I can't say that enough. This ain't about bashing somebody. This is about you guys, the subscribers. And I'm subscribed to a bunch of knife channels. I'm Advanced Knife Bro. I'm on his Patreon. It's the only Patreon I'm on in YouTube. I love that dude. I love his content. I love his attitude. And as much as he wants to play off that he don't know, he is a very intelligent guy, and he knows what he's talking about. He really does. He plays up part of it, you know, smart ass, but he's funny. But anyway, I want to support everybody. But if somebody wants to be an island and all, you know, if they don't have a particular knife, well, then it's shit. Well, no, it ain't. Sure not. There's a couple knives on here. I don't know that I talk about anybody more than Donnie B all day. I love Donnie. I love his content. I love his channel. I love his attitude. Just the whole 9 yards. And D-Bad is huge on community and shouting people out and all that. But me and Donnie ain't always going to agree on a knife. It's okay. That's why I build community. That's why I shout other people out. That's why I encourage you to go to other channels, so that you can make an informed decision on a knife. Just like that guy don't believe in using blinkers. You know, that's just the way he rolls. Well, them guys want to pull up to the intersection there and just stop and then turn. Whew. I told y'all before I don't carry a gun, didn't I? Use your blinker. You turn on your blinker, son. Turn back. There you go. Back to D-Bad. We don't always agree on a particular knife. It's okay. It's all right. What does that mean, Scab? Well, what it means is watch my video on it, watch Donnie's video on it, find out which way you lean, and make your decision. And then look and see if anybody else in the bib, or Becky Styles, or anybody like that, has done a video, and go watch it. I do, before I buy a knife, honest to God, I watch a lot of videos. I really, really do. Now, does that make up my mind? Nope. Because some people gonna like it, some people ain't. A lot of people don't like the same knives I like. A lot of people don't. But I'm not watching it really to get their opinion. Just like I don't expect y'all to watch it to oh, Scab's an expert. No. I guess y'all, I like to think that y'all watch me because I use the knife. You can see how it fits in hand. You can see if I got a problem with it. If it's a good knife for me, honest to God, because of my skill level, hitting, super duper high, it's probably a good knife for a beginner or something. That's what I want. You want something a little more advanced, go to D-Bat. Donnie's got a great mind for him. He does a lot of knife designing, and he does it well, but Donnie doesn't just shout out, it ain't just his knives are the only knives. There's a couple guys that do that, and I don't watch them. Why? You're not going to sit there and shit all over, everybody else's company because you're Nicky Knife Maker now. Ain't doing it. But that's why I watch D-Bat. He'll tell you if he thinks a knife's good, he thinks it's good, and he does the steps, he does the test. There's a lot of guys that review knives, and I encourage you to, before you make a purchase, especially in this day and age, watch everybody. If I don't particularly like a knife and you buy it, I ain't gonna be mad at you. I hope it goes good for you. I really, really do. Well, that's my knife rambling for today. All it is simply this, guys. Support the guys you support them, but make sure they support everybody else too. Now, I'm not talking about shout outs. I'm not talking about when I shout somebody out, I do not do that to get it back. I really don't. I really, truly, I've been blessed in this thing, and I'm ecstatic. What I'm saying though is if it's me the whole time, I don't know, man. I just got to think about that, Do you want to really trust? I mean, that means they've gone nowhere else for anybody's opinion. Oh, just theirs. Gotcha. I know exactly where you're coming from. Well, guys, listen. I love y'all. God bless y'all. I'm Scab. You're not. And I'm gone, son.